Basically, Leenock came to China to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and he was out of bubblegum really fast. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, starting over here at the bottom left side of game number 1 for the World Esports Masters 2012 Grand Finals, we have the FXO Zerg Leenock. That's a nice little addition they did from the past couple days, adding that. Oh, you guys can't see it because my camera's probably in the way. His opponent over here at the top right side of the map, representing Team Evil Geniuses. He's going to be in the teal. We have the Protoss player, JYP. Wish I could do something like the Street Fighter voices and all that. Very interesting. This is actually really good for Leenock because game number 1 is starting on Cloud Kingdom. It looks like a JYP is going to be going for a Forge Fast Expand. We get a nice little shot of JYP again, man. This dude I thought was going to fall out really early out of this tournament, but has just been also knocking nerds down, man. Took out Alive, took out who did you all take out? I'm about to like stumble on it. I got a new measure. Let's see, JYP took out Sauceye 2-0 in the first round, took out Marine King in the second round, again lost to Leenock in the third, and aka the winners final, but came on through and took down Alive 2-0 to get himself back here. But here we go, we see already Forge Fast Expand, and this is straight up JYP style right here, guys. The other day, well, actually, it was actually 2 days ago, yeah, when Leenock and JYP played each other. This was one of their maps that they used, and I'm pretty sure it was game number 2. JYP cannon rushed Leenock. Basically, what I feel like he's going to be doing right now, he's already got a second probe in place coming across the map, so he's going to attempt to probably cannon rush him with that quick forge. And I really hope that Leenock does notice this. There we go. Pylon getting put down, and this is exactly a mirror of what's going on the other day. Leenock is just most likely going to go for that third base and take that as his natural hatch. Again, JYP is going to try to show it like he's going to block, and then he's going to bring over his probe, his second probe if he wants, and cannon that up. And what he could also do, not only just cannon up the natural, he could also now cannon up the third, and which I think he's going to do. There we go. There's that second probe for JYP. And I feel like Leenock is not ready for it, but he knows and sees that there is that forge, so he's got to now get those lings out really fast, see what's going on. If JYP does plan to cannon, he needs to put that down right now because 4 lings are underway, and Leenock actually knows all about that. He knows what JYP is about. He is a cheesy little player, man, sometimes, but does some really awesome cannon rushes. And there we go, putting a pylon right outside of the third base. And he doesn't know about the second probe, ladies and gentlemen. He does not know about it. Good work by JYP by putting a defensive cannon up a little bit earlier because it looks like a few lings are heading across the map. But Leenock does not have vision of this pylon getting built. Neither does he have vision of this cannon. And Cannon 1 and Cannon 2 are in place. And look at that vision. Leenock has no clue about it. JYP, really high IQ play, pulling that second probe. Typically, when a Protoss player tries to block off the Zerg player from getting an expansion, he usually only brings 1 probe. Does the pylon block maybe at the third, but rarely do you ever see a second probe. And now when Leenock gets that vision, there he sees it. 2 cannons finishing up. Oh, this is absolutely devastating because why Leenock actually took down that pylon at the natural and took his third. A lot of his resources have gone towards his hatch at the natural, so he's not going to have units right away. He's producing 2 lings right now, and unfortunately he cannot get that queen over there in time to save this hatch, and this is just way too beautifully planned out by JYP, man. This is sick. If you Protoss are watching this and want to piss off a Zerg, man, this is exactly what you want to do. This is exactly what you want to do. But understand the recognition behind that. He had no clue about it, and now second cannon rush is forming right here at the natural. The queen is over here now. Is it going to try to focus down the pylon? No, it's actually trying to focus down that cannon. There are 4 lings here, so JYP might have to cancel this, but there are 3 total cannons finishing up, and then he's going to just start canceling because that's not going to be worth it. If these cannons even more, it's not going to be that worth it. He's going to lose a pylon there, unfortunately, but already the third has been taken out, so more cost effective than anything else. Now, JYP does have to transition out of this into a macro game. Last time he faked, he kind of showed a little bit of a 2 base Stalker, Sentry, Zealot composition, a little bit of a Gateway Army, and then basically, again, try to mind game Leenock so well on Cloud Kingdom where he took a third base, but then canceled it right away and just continued to produce Stalkers, and he went for a Blink Stalker Sentry all in. So we'll see if that's going to be the follow-up today, or maybe he's going to do, if you guys want to call it, oh! If he wants to do that little Immortal Sentry Stalker Zealot all in that we see Protoss do quite a bit and often these days. And again, if anything, JYP, if he studied what Parting did yesterday with his all kill, basically all he did was do that Immortal Sentry all in. So would be a great opportunity, I feel like, for JYP to follow up with that, because Leenock now tried to do that little run by with the Lings, but that is not going to be effective. Had that Zealot there in time, and again, he had that there in time, but guess who didn't yesterday? I'm pretty sure it was Nesty versus, yes, it was Nesty versus Sase as of yesterday. Same situation, sort of similarly happened. The hatch was not taken down for the third, but Sase was able to send Lings before Sase had his whole entire base protected with a Zealot and the whole wall off, and basically lost the game from there on. Now, looking in the game, Leenock has just been transitioning, playing a standard game. He hasn't got his third hatch up yet, and he's not going to, because as we see, a Nidus Network is out. Also, Hydralisk Den is about to finish up plus speed, so JYP needs to be on his scouting game. I don't know what his vision is like. There we go. He actually has pretty good vision all around the base, so he's going to need a pull at a fairly frequent rate. And good work by JYP, actually bringing the 3 Zealots right here to defend these cannons, so this is going to prevent Leenock from taking a third. By doing so, JYP has to be mentally prepared right now to deal with this, because he knows if he blocks a Zerg for this long of time, there's going to be something 2-base related. Either Baneling all in, either Roach Bane Ling all in, or maybe some sort of, you know, even Nidus play of some sort. And he's got to be ready at the front of his natural as well. Even though he does have that Sentry out, that might not be enough completely to hold off. Warp upgrade is just about to finish up. Second Mortal's trying to get popped out. And I feel as though, there we go. And how does JYP not say, there we go? He sees it, but he needs to actually react. JYP's actually, ladies and gentlemen, not reacting to this. The Nidus Network is up, and here we go. Lings are streaming, and what in the world? 2 additional gates are trying to get at it. He's going to be able to actually potentially break through this. It looks like about 6 to 8 Hydras with probes and Immortals, and JYP just doesn't have the necessary units to try to hold this off. Lings get a nice surround on that Immortal, and with that pylon going down at the top, it looks like 3 to 4 of those gates are going to be on power. It looks like just 2. He's trying to get another pylon so he can get another warp in. JYP is not out of this, but he needs to handle this very well. He needs to be very calm as well. He needs to pull the probes, and he needs to attack. He's losing a lot of infestors. I mean, not infestors. He's losing all of his Immortals, losing a lot of probes, but doing a great job right now utilizing the Zealots and the Stalkers that he does have. Now, JYP's economy is not completely shot, but he does need some Zealot warpins. He doesn't actually have enough gas to do a lot of Stalkers, so just basically seeing right now, Leenock trying to focus down that pylon, prevent anything else from building, and there we go. 2 more gates fall over. An Immortal does pop out, but how soon will it go down? Already the shield's down for it, and JYP actually might have held, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be very, very close. A lot of extra Lings are getting added, and JYP needs to be careful right here, leaving his Immortal out in the open completely. Oh my god. I cannot even believe that. Now the Queen is coming through, additional Hydras and Lings. JYP still is not in a lot of trouble. He has lost a little bit of economy, but again, Leenock does not have that third. If JYP holds this off, this could be maybe a little bit of a win, if you want to call it, for JYP, but additional Hydras coming, and that's going to push the rest of JYP's army back, man, going back and forth, back and forth. And again, doing such a great job of focusing down, but now 2 sentries are there. Great force fields by JYP, and these Hydras are going to get caught. He needs additional reinforcements, but will he have enough? He's now trying to bring additional Speedlings in as well. He needs some Zealots, but he has 2 gates unpowered at the moment. Now, that Queen is at red HP, so if he could somehow at least maybe get that Queen down, that's definitely going to help out, because that is a thick unit right there. That is a big old unit, and there we go. Finally snaps down that Queen, but at this point, I feel like right now JYP at 30 supply to the 70 and 9, actually 28 to supply of Leenock, it's going to be over. And there's the GG from JYP. Game number 1, wacky, crazy, and going to Leenock. Wow. What in the world? What in the holy wow, holy nest tea, man. That's like a holy nest tea from yesterday moment. Oh, yeah.